Okay.
I'm just going to record the audio over there. Let me see. That's going.
All right.
Where's my drink? Where's my drink?
You're all, I'm stressed from fucking trying to stay alive from these storms and just dealing with life.
I'm going to clip this camera. We'll see you in a while. Kill it. Kill it. All right. Take a drink and get in my headset here. Dude, it's just been wild. This is wild times. Nothing other people don't experience, won't experience. But, I'm a sensitive fella. So, like, the fuck is going?
I know that. It's just whether the other people know that.
Yeah, they do. It's family. So, yeah, anyway, fuck, I don't even know where to start.
Does this involve your mom?
Oh, yeah, it involves my whole life. So, where do I go back? Let's go back to, the place I was working. That place was a crazy fucking... Have you ever seen the show Severance on Apple?
I have not, but I have seen trailers and it looks too bizarre for me.
It took me a minute. At first it looked stupid and like this, like what the fuck? Like overly artsy. Like I love art, but when something tries too hard to be artsy, I'm like, let's try too hard. Anyway, it wasn't that. It was actually pretty good. If you jump into Severance like Black Mirror, then you'll get it. Like, it's creepy. It's dark, violence, murder, all kinds of, like, there's a whole thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that last place I was working at turned out to be very much like that. So, yeah, I don't work there anymore.
Well, it was dealing with gold and silver and coins and metals and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah. That's unto itself is weird, right? When you think about it.
Sure.
Because it's just a core commodity. When you go to work, when you're in the office, when you're in this big corporate building, it feels like stuff's happening every day. Gold's flowing back and forth. Money's changing. The price of gold's going up and down. Silver up and down, right? It always feels kinetic. But to talk to the average person, they're like, whatever. And then the average person who watches stocks, gold and silver don't move very much in the long term. If you're into investing, you'd buy Bitcoin or whatever.
Yeah, it's a longer investment time.
Yeah, it's basically like a savings. Like if you just want to save your money somewhere super safe, buy gold and silver. But when you work in the industry, they would have you feel that it's moving all the time. Oh my God, back and forth. I'm like, that's not really doing anything. It's like watching a iceberg, floating to a city or something. It's like, I see it's moving, but...
Yeah, dude, it's kind of similar to how the way the stock market works. I look at that and I go, okay, people are buying and selling and trading and blah, 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 blah. And then just out of nowhere, like say, for example, when Trump announced all those tariffs things and fucking crashed the market for a few weeks or so, people panicked and sold, and that's why, the stock was going down. So it's like, okay, so you invested into this, and now you're scared of the tariffs, so now you pull out. Now what?
Yeah, dude, he fucked it all up on purpose. He crashed the market so all of his friends could go buy cheap stock, and then it went right back up. They fucking fleeced everybody with that bullshit.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anyway, so that was thing number one in my life, was like just change of jobs. I cannot work, and normally when they bring you in to fill a role that should already exist in a company, that means somebody else there is not doing their job. They're not getting it done, right? Like if somebody was getting it done, they wouldn't have hired me to come get it done. So that means there's somewhere in the facility, there's a nemesis. And that person, I found out who that person was really early. And just toxic, very unhealthy. And then at the same time, one of the guys who worked there said, yeah, you should watch the show Severance. So I watched it, and I'm like, was that guy trying to tell me something? Because this place is fucked up. Like, no normal humans would work there. And the few people I met that were normal humans and pot smokers and that sort of thing, I feel really bad for them having to stay there. anyway, so that was just a change in life. But at the same time, yeah, then my stepdad started to get real sick. And here's the capper on that. So, and this becomes another thread, of course, right?
Okay.
Don just passed away
Did he?
hours ago.
Shit.
I'm just sitting here in the living room processing. I don't know if Jack knows, I don't know if he's up yet. I haven't talked to Jack this morning. I'm like, what? Fuck, what a bomb drop. But remember now, I knew he was in hospice. So, and that hospice means one thing. You're on your way out. And,
Right. Wow, I'm sorry to interrupt here, but yeah, we haven't talked in such a long time. Am I guessing that after you left here and came back, he was really on the downslide?
Yeah, I think he went into hospice not long after that. And you don't stay on hospice much more than, 3 to 6 months. I think most people is the average on hospice. So,
Is it really?
yeah, I didn't really know, and it just sounds like a weird thing. So if anyone's listening to our conversation, especially as a young person, I thought hospice was like fancy hospital. Ooh, I'm like, ooh, that sounds like a retreat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, hospice is we can't treat you anymore. We're just going to give you pain pills until you die.
They kind of hold your hand into the grave, so to speak, because my parents, it was a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they didn't have to deal with hospice for long. It was when the facility was just like, yeah, we really, they're on their way out, so we called hospice, and yeah, you might want to get out here if you want to see them for the last time. Right.
So that was what was going on then. He was on hospice. And then I got a call from my mom the other day, like a day night before last, Friday night, I guess. And she was like upset and crying that she just needs help and everything. So I like clear my whole schedule for the next couple of weeks. I'm like, I have to earn money to live and all these things. So I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, I'll clear my schedule. And then I get a call from her this morning. It's basically like, oh, he's dead. I don't need you anymore. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? All right.
Did she phrase it the way you just said it?
Not quite so succinctly and not so flippantly, of course, but somewhere in the conversation, she did, and I quote, say, winning. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So she probably meant that. But, like when you were enduring your parents' final days, I was just guessing there might be some feeling of relaxation or finality, like, okay, it's over. Like, because I don't know how long she's been dealing with him being sick. So maybe that was the context of winning. But anyway.
There is peace behind it, yes.
Yeah, and I could imagine that. I'm not totally misunderstanding.
Well, the one way to look at it is they're finally out of the painful meat body. They're, wherever their soul went, it went somewhere. But the meat body is done.
Yeah, no, I think the people that are left living are actually more relieved for themselves. Like, why would we not be? You know what I mean? Like,
expand on that, please.
Well, I mean, like, there's no more guilt or stress or anything. There's nothing I can do to help. They're actually literally dead. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't. Like, because I remember that when Katie passed, it was like, there's always a strong tension of, fuck, I wish I could do something. Should I be doing more? What can I do? There's nothing to do, but, geez, it seems like there could be. But once they pass, it's clear. There's nothing else. Relax.
Well,
take a break.
The trick I did, John, was I just trained myself to just not, quote unquote, feel, to deal with the situation, and just kind of like, I'm at peace of what is going to happen. Yes, it's going to be sad, but it's for the best.
Yeah, it's kind of a sense of acceptance, I guess. And when they're on hospice,
acceptance is a great word. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and when they go to hospice, it's almost a way to just process day by day their ultimate death. I guess I don't even know how to phrase that. Anyway, like I said at the beginning, everyone deals with dying or will at some point, and it's very awkward and uncomfortable and sad. So yeah, so on top of changing jobs, now I have. My stepdad, he died. And also this weird feeling like people around me only want me when I'm useful to them.
Yep.
That's what hit me. I'm like, oh, you wanted me to come out because you need help, blah blah. But the moment he dies, it's like, oh no, it's fine, it's cool,
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Am I some
Sorry to
kind
laugh.
of? I know, I was laughing too, but I was laughing, kind of staring at the ceiling, shaking my head, going, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it's like someone's playing a weird trick on my life. Sometimes, I'm like, God
Which
damn.
dick did I forget to suck?
Yeah, because I don't know, man. I got to stop dropping everything and helping people who don't do the same for me or would not do the same for me. That's the thing. And people say, oh, well, she's your mom. She would do the same for you. No, she wouldn't. She's already proven to be able to,
You don't know the backstory
yeah.
of what I've been going through.
She's already proven capacity to abandon people she loves and just set them out. And then the other weird thing, I don't want to digress too far into this, but then Stanford came and picked him up, wrapped him up, took him away in a little hearse thing, and he's gone.
Uh-huh.
That's it. She did that with my sister. I'm like, you just throwing them away? Like no service, no funeral, no place to go pay respects. They're just fucking gone.
Well, you can still have a funeral or a celebration of life. I mean, you don't need the body there. You don't need the ashes.
Yeah, I think she's doing it so she doesn't have to do that. We had no funeral for my sister. There was no service. There was nothing. It really was like I came home to go to work the next day because I ran out of PTO when I was hanging out with my sister. And then 2 days later, she's died. Well, I mean, I saw her alive. And then the next thing is like, nope, she's gone. They took her away. I'm like, whoa, no funeral, no service, no nothing. So to me, it's always like, did someone just like fucking take her to, I don't know, El Salvador prison? And just she's over there now? Like, I don't actually know. People say, oh, she's dead. Prove it. Like, if I were a skeptical kind of conspiracy theorist, my mind would go there. Obviously, she's dead, but still, I'm like, what's the fucking deal with not having like any kind of service at all?
Well, I guess I can get in on this. I haven't had services for either of my parents yet, just because, dealing with Lane's situation, I've just kind of put it on the back burner. And now that he's gotten better, we've talked about it, but I kept saying like, all we're going to do is invite our friends because most of my mom's friends are dead too. So
yeah, that might be it, dude. What you just said, a lot of the, like, who would you invite? I could see if you had a huge family, or, some people are just into a thing. They're like Freemasons and they got the whole fucking fraternity or whatever coming. But,
like, I never understood the whole open casket funeral, dude, where they just have the body there and it's been made up to make it look like it's kind of there. And
yeah, that's not necessary. My
weird.
mom's
It's
mom
weird
had
to me.
that. I wonder if this is my reaction to my mom's funeral, to my grandma's funeral. Because when she
Possibly.
died, she had an open casket, and I was young, and I saw her little corpse in that casket. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
That'll stick with you too.
I was sticking with me right now. I could pull it up.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we doing this? This is weird. It wasn't necessarily gross, and I can imagine people throughout history doing it, but I'm like, a little unnecessary. But
Let me ask you this. Did I text you before he died or after?
You after, like, I turned my shit on airplane mode at night, right? I don't want to get cancer of the brain, so I just turn all my shit off. So this morning
Right, me too.
I get a text from her twice, like at midnight and then at 4, and then I got your text. So they all come in, at the same time, but they're date stamped or whatever.
Okay, so when I texted you this morning, which I think was, I don't know, around 8:30ish or so, so those texts that you got from your mom might have been any time, like you said, between midnight and like 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, I can tell that one was midnight and one was like 4:14.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds to me like he died yesterday.
They have to officially call it, so they had to send somebody from the hospice people over. So I think it was like 5 a.m. local time.
Wow.
Yeah. Details.
Well, dude, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the
I
loss.
don't know what else to say. I'm not good at this stuff.
Nah, you don't
Just
have to.
not.
It's not for me. I'm more whining about how people tend to use me. Generally, of course, always about me, but not really. Like, because yeah, Don had a great life, and I really appreciated everything he did for and with my mom and my kids too. Like, he built them an awesome tree house in their backyard, and all he wanted to do was be a good grandpa. And I think Wendy really fucked that up a lot by getting in between them and not letting them have that kind of relationship.
I can imagine.
So, what was left was his relationship with my mom, and they just traveled the world, so many cruises, and 2 or 3 cruises a year for the last 20 years or so. So,
Wow.
a great travel companion, all around good guy. He built stuff with his hands, carpenter, masonry, woodworker,
Manly
concrete.
man.
Yeah, not a big macho man, but definitely a hard-working, manly man that brought his lunch in a lunchbox to work every day, and took care of my mom. Was a good partner.
Yeah.
So
That sounds very similar to my father too.
yeah.
Same type. Same
yeah,
type.
good ethic.
Can
Ma-
build shit, but is also there for us as for the kids and for her.
Yeah, I wish my own kids would have had a closer relationship with him, like had a grandpa in their life that wasn't a fucking thief or a pedophile. That would have been
Huh?
cool.
Uh-oh.
What?
That's a new one.
You didn't know Wendy's dad was a fucking sex trafficker?
What, was he part of Epstein's deal?
Nah, man. I thought I told you this story, dude. So this is why I don't like being.
Maybe you did, and I just don't. It just doesn't register. Go ahead.
He was trading kitty porn, and one of the sisters, one of Wendy's sisters, found it one day when they were visiting his home in Arizona or something like that. So she immediately, because this was the sister that had always claimed that she was molested by the dude. And she got, I fucking knew it. She like finally found proof. So she called the FBI right away and then told the sisters and the mom.
FBI.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
she's serious, dude. So she fucking tipped that off. Everyone got their shit. All the kids, everybody got their stuff in the car and left before he got home from the store or whatever. They just bailed. And the FBI swooped him up, and he went to prison, man. So, yeah, that motherfucker. Then he got out of prison and died, a wretchedy old man in the desert of Arizona or New Mexico or some shit. So that's one of their grandpas. And the other one is my dad, who used to be a, cop, private investigator turned fucking scofflaw thief. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, you got a good grandpa right there. Don's pretty good. He's local. He goes out of his way to help people. But nah, Wendy got in the middle of that, dude. She stirred it all up and kind of programmed the kids into not hanging out with that side of the family at all, highlighting any negatives and not bringing up any positives. Classic narcissistic shit. And it really kind of wrecks entire lives, or it changes the course of entire lives anyway. But, people going to do what they're going to do. So, yeah, now...
Heavy.
It is, but now it went from... now the world's open again, I guess. I'm just glad that my mom is happy, healthy, and feels safe. Her friends from church are coming over this afternoon to hang out with her. Because at the end of the day, she's still an 80-year-old woman living alone.
Right. So to expand on, I guess you could say the living... no, not living. On the financial situation with him dying was because I remember when you were visiting here, I think it was her that was saying that his daughter was trying to pull a move.
Yeah. She did, and that was resolved. So what had happened was the daughter had at some point put her name with Don's name on the bank account.
Right.
But Don's not of right state of mind to let anybody be doing that, right?
Right.
So then she took all the money out, like physically took, tens and
thousands of dollars, right?
Tens of thousands of dollars, or maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars. And she moved it and put it somewhere. And then she also went and came and took the car. Don has like a new RAV4 or something like that, right?
Wow.
So then my mom got on her attorney, and he sent a letter over to that chick and said, you will have all of that money back and that car back in the next X amount of hours or days or whatever it was, or I will be sending the sheriff out to arrest you for financial elder abuse and blah, 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 blah.
Fraud too.
Yeah, exactly. Embezzlement, or I forgot what the term was. But she,
Right.
yeah, all that shit made it back just in the nick of time.
Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck? People just
Yeah,
showing
because I
up.
was feeling for you. Because I remember when you were visiting, you were saying to Jack that yeah, we need to keep your mom's. Yeah, we're in the business of mom. You know, we've invested into mom.
The corporation of mom, like we
The
have to,
corporation of mom. There you go.
yeah, we have to like help her out. And yeah, so anyway, that was part of it, like keeping the vipers and the predators and the parasites away.
Well, that's good that your mom got on that, man, because that would have been a fucking major blow.
Yeah, big time. So I think she's good. I mean, I understand, again, not to be too dark in the humor, but when she says winning, you know, she's got her money back, it's secure. Technically, Dawn's kids don't have any connection. Like that's her house. She's alive. It's her house. It's bought. It's paid for. He didn't have a will giving any of her stuff to his kids, because you can't give stuff that doesn't belong to you to anybody else. And
Right.
she's got cash. So I think she's fine. Just sad and probably wondering what to do next in life. You know, although she's old, people in our family live really old. So it's not like she's just looking at the end of life. She's probably like, what am I going to do for the next couple of years?
Right.
And she's crazy. She'll probably end up hopping on an airplane and flying somewhere she shouldn't be. Like, pick a place that's in turmoil. Oh, Iran. She's probably like, oh, I'm going to go see the towers and the spires of Tehran. That's some shit I would not, be surprised if she said she was going to do in a couple months when we start popping off at war.
Yeah, the way this administration is treating, getting back into this country, it raises a flag for me of like, well, I've always wanted to go to Europe, but my God, wouldn't it suck? You come back, and even though you got all your papers in order, they just all of a sudden just go, nah, fuck you.
Yeah.
We
saw your Facebook posts.
Yep. Yeah, and I knew these types of days were coming where
Of course.
there's going to be some guy like Trump in charge
Yeah.
that is going to use all your social media things against you.
For sure.
Especially if it goes against him.
Yeah, they'll use AI to match your social media posts with all of your tax payments and your however many, SNAP benefits and Social Security. If you get any of that kind of stuff, you best stop posting bad things on the internet for the next 3 years.
Yeah, dude, that's one of the main reasons why I got off the net. I'm like, yeah,
Same.
they're gonna do this. I knew this was gonna happen. I just didn't know when.
Yeah, and they'll use tech to their favor. It's not just that
Right.
they'll do it. They'll use tech that is so powerful we've never seen, and they'll just start flipping the idiots, and it'll be amazing because there's so many idiots out there, right?
Oh
And
God.
they're so gullible. And so many people live on their screens. Like,
I
have
know,
I have
right?
a hard time, dude, just living right now because every time I go out, even like my son, he's got the screen on all the time. I don't feel like I ever have any connection with the human. Like, there's not a moment in my life where I connect.
What about when you and I were hanging out?
Oh,
we
yeah.
weren't really looking at
No,
screens
no. Well,
unless we had questions.
No, of course, you and I are good at that. Although your buddy,
I like human interaction.
yeah, your buddy that was showing us the motorcycle races.
Oh, he's a screener, dude.
He's a little
Big time.
bit over. He's cool though because you could pull him out a little bit. And everyone seems to have a different reason for being on the screen, whether they're shopping or doing
For sure.
doing business or just scrolling or showing.
They
or
found their little
entertaining.
niche that they like.
Yeah, basically they all have validation. They all have a relevant reason. They all have an excuse, I'll say, for having the screen in front of their face. But I'm like, that makes me feel like I don't exist. I feel like I might as well just wander around the world alone if everyone around me is on the screen in somebody else's world at that moment.
I feel the same way, dude. When I go out in public too, I do realize there's a lot of people that stare at their screens. Whether it's your coffee shop, whether you're at a bar or whatnot, and I just do not approach anyone anymore. I mean, unless something is just super interesting, I may bring it up, but yeah, more or less, I'm kind of in my own lane of just, if people want to interact with me, it works. If they approach me, I'm good. And I think, dude, this is why I have a problem with women, because I don't approach. I just don't feel that they have anything that I can give them anything that they want, so to speak. Whether it's humor,
Yeah, or pixels. You're not pixels. You will never be able to be pixels.
whoa,
Like
wow.
I mean, that's what they want.
No.
They want controllable pixels under their
insane.
fingertips. They're like, oh nope, you're not that. In fact, check this out. Sorry, I wish I had the article with me. I just read it this morning. It was in Fortune magazine online. They have a name for us. They've named us, dude, in a derisive way. I can't. Okay, basically, the article is talking about how bad people are who ride the subway and trains and buses, and how it's going to be a big problem with the return to the office movement. How a lot of corporations want people to come back to work now, not so much work from home. And a lot of these people now are so freaked out about it. They're most freaked out about riding trains and buses with people who are not looking at their screens. They are freaked out by people not looking at their screens. They're freaked out that someone might be over there without a phone in their fucking hand, just simply existing.
Wait. Back up a sec here, because I think I missed it. Who is?
These would be millennials. This is a millennial perspective
Okay.
of business, business professionals that have been called back to the office.
They want your head in the screen.
They want your head not looking at them. They just want your head in the screen, because they're like, oh, it's creepy when you look up from your screen and someone's not looking at a screen and they're just looking around. And I'm like, fuck you.
Wow.
It reminds me of that story.
Black Mirror shit.
A little bit. It also reminds me of, that could definitely be expanded into a Black Mirror episode for sure. This also reminds me of that story we did like a year or two ago where Amtrak was cutting the dining service because millennials like to eat in their rooms.
Yes.
So the
They
dining
want to stare
car
at their
service.
screens in privacy.
Yeah, so the dining car service is no more like people are like revolting against communicating with other humans in real life.
How do you expect to eat?
Well, how do you expect to live in the future? Like, we're not going to fuck. You're not going to meet somebody and fucking procreate to make the future of humanity if you're just simply staring at a screen and judging everybody by their pixels. You have to actually
Right.
go out and shake somebody's hand, or at least fist bump somebody. Give
I
a
keep
hug.
telling you, dude, 2030, I have it in my head. 2030, we're on the precipice of, I don't know if I'd say extinction, but we're definitely going to be fully merged with the machine. Fully merged. We're still in the umbilical cord stage, but we're getting there very, very fast. Too.
Some will revolt, some won't be able to afford it. So yeah, we'll be a stratified society for sure, and a lot of people will take advantage of machines the way we take advantage of these machines now. Like we're recording and transcribing audio with AI and all that stuff. Man, imagine the people from the 70s just using a calculator and a spreadsheet. They're all like, "You're doing what now with the AIs?"
You know, I saw recently Circle Jerks play Coachella, and they broadcasted it. They did a live stream of it. And Keith Morris said something so fucking awesome. He goes, now, we have a song called When the Shit Hits the Fan. And, well, right now, in this time, the shit has hit the fan. And then he brought up, like, what we need is a bunch of Luigis, because right now we're at a stage where we're just getting fucked. And it really boggles my brain, and I've said this many times, is what is it going to take for a large group of people to finally revolt against the establishment, the corporate establishment that Trump is, a part of, and his cronies? And it's like, whatever happened to that whole thing of like, because back in the day when them motherfuckers raped and pillaged the country, and the mob got together, so to speak, with the pitchforks and went to those fucking people and took them out. when is that going to happen? I can feel it about to happen, but it's like when?
Yeah, I think it's different in the sense that everything's more extreme, and I'll say extreme meaning it's definitely more deadly. You can't just go out with pitchforks and torches because they will machine gun you, right? So in this sense, I think it's just going to have to wait until 2026, like a civilian society would do, and that would be the election. So that's when, like in 2026, the next time we get to vote in mass, all those motherfucking senators, MAGA motherfuckers, they're going out. And then the rest of them are going to be scared shitless, and they're going to dump on Resident Chump.
Well, I like your optimism, but
Well, I mean, that
I don't see it.
well, I'm almost certain that will happen. My issue is that's a long way away. What can happen between now and then? The guy's a fucking spastic retard. How many people can I offend in one episode? I'm just going to rack up points here. Spastic retards. I talked about the ex. I talked about her pedophile grandpa, dad. Yeah. Can you see far enough from this flames on the bridges I'm burning?
Wow.
No,
He's toxic. We can't hire him.
those aren't bridges. Dude. Yeah. So yeah, the Trump thing just I don't know. That's why I don't like to talk about politics. And frankly, I'd like to make some more money. The last time we had a recession, I had a sign company in Concord. Recessions don't really hit sign companies that way because just as many people need grand opening signs when times are good as they need going out of business signs or clearance or now leasing, space for
And
rent.
you know that business inside out. You've been in quote unquote training for a long time.
Oh yeah. So this is pretty straightforward, and it's the sign business is just one anomaly. I don't like to tell too many people about it because then we'll get too many people coming into the sign business and fucking up the economies of it.
Well, you can bleep this out then.
Nah, I don't care. Because most people are lazy. Think about how many good ideas you've heard on a podcast. Like, yeah, that sounds like a fucking good idea. I think I'll do that. And of course, well, nobody ever does them. So
I was about to say recently, rarely.
yeah. So I mean, if people are out there thinking, yeah, well, I think my job sucks and I'd like a more determinate future for myself, I'll start a sign company. Yeah, good luck. Go ahead, try it. And then they end up usually they do that thing in most business industries or most industries. When they're new, a lot of people just say, well, fuck it, we'll just lower the price a little bit. Lower the price a little. And now they're competing on price, and you can't do that because eventually the mega stores will crush you on that line. Like Walmart's and everything, Lowe's, Home Depot, they'll crush you on price type things, Amazon. And then you realize, oh, wait, we don't make enough profit to stay in business. So I think it's pretty funny when companies kind of work like that. Compete on price.
Yeah, I feel you about not talking about politics. I try and not to, but it just kind of creeps in there.
I don't ignore it. I don't want people to think I ignore politics at all. Like I'm consumed with it, like everyone else. I just try to see the silver lining. I'm trying to see the bright side out of this. And basically, I have to kill time until we get to vote again. And I'm going to kill time by behaving myself and, just trying to grind forward with making some cash and enjoying my life. Well, like what else is there to do? Like, you know what I mean? Especially with people like you and me, we look like we fit in. I'm never going to be harassed because I look like one of them.
We look like we fit in where?
I mean, I look like one of them, like one of the fucking MAGAs or whatever. If the Nazis, what I'm saying here's a short way to say it. If the Nazis ever took over, I look like a Nazi. I mean,
because you're white?
I'm white, I'm tall, I'm just outspoken. I appear to be entitled when I move through the public space, all that stuff. So, nobody's really going to fuck with me. I look like a cop in Oklahoma. I look like whatever. Well, cops here are pretty fat, but you get my point. I look like one of them. And so I don't think they're coming for us first. I fear for everyone else that thinks, oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be, let's watch it all burn to ground and then we'll rebuild it. Well, for one, you don't have the skills to rebuild it. And two, burning it all to the ground will burn everyone else except people that look like us. first.
Yeah, the Trump strategy right now is break everything and then hope to rebuild it or bring
No.
jobs because I destroyed this thing, so we need to rebuild it
No,
the,
I don't
the
think-
way I want it built.
I don't think he wants to, or I don't think he has plans to rebuild, but I definitely think he has plans to destroy it and pick up and benefit from the broken pieces, regardless of who rebuilds it when.
I don't get it. I don't get it, dude. I don't get these old fucking wealthy dickwads.
Dude, it's all about the P tapes. It all goes back to the P tapes.
The P tapes.
When he got pissed on by them prostitutes in Russia.
Okay.
He is
I
so
forgot about that.
Of course, he wants everyone to forget about that. He's got people convinced that it didn't happen. And I'm convinced that that is the one thing that he doesn't want out, that is making him bend over backwards, sucking that little communist dictator's dick, and, throwing the fucking world in disarray. He just doesn't want the blackmail shit out. And
Kind of like the way Epstein, was collecting, all those
Yeah.
political power figures and bringing them to the island and blackmailing them, same
Yeah, yeah.
sort of thing, right?
Right. And if Epstein's dead, okay, then who does it benefit?
Someone else is gonna take his position.
Of course. And who would benefit from the witness dying all of a sudden? You heard about that? The key Epstein witness, quote unquote, died by suicide the other day.
Was this the big, huge, muscular dude that was
No, this is one of the rape victims. This is
one of the rape victims that Epstein raped?
One of the key witnesses that set this all off, I think 2 or 3 days ago, was reported died by suicide. How convenient.
Really?
Right. But who would benefit if he's already
Female
dead?
or male?
This is a female.
How old?
She's a woman. If I could tell by the picture, she looked to be in her just about 30 years old. And I think she was taken into subservient slavery when she was maybe 14 or 15. I don't have the details. I'm not a professional.
I kind of understand where you're going with this, so I'm going to be the devil's advocate and say, well, maybe she was so fucking tormented in her own head and traumatized that she just said, fuck it. I can't deal with this anymore.
Oh yeah, I definitely that I leave that possibility open for the layperson. For any old common person, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm over it. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a true death by suicide.
Yeah, I thought I broke my brain the other day because I woke up in the middle of the night because my dreams were telling me to kill myself.
What? You all right, man?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
how
I
so?
woke
Like-
up and I was like, whoa, where the fuck did that come from? And then I was like, well, wait a minute. How many fucking edibles did I drop yesterday? So I kept like piecing it together of just like, oh, I think that's what it is that just like expanded a thought that I have had before and just amplified it 1,000 times and just kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself. And I was like, whoa.
So were you like kind of like hearing a voice like a lyrics of a song, or like was it an external voice, or could you identify it as your own voice?
I identified it as my own voice. It was kind of torturous.
Yeah.
And it was almost like the SOD song, Kill Yourself. Kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself now. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that as just like, whoa, where the fuck? I haven't thought about suicide. I don't think so recently. I mean,
well, that's what I was wondering. Maybe you were thinking of the lyric or the shouting of a song, or maybe you had some aggression and you're just like, yeah, we need a song like that one. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what was going on.
Well, part of the dream that I do recall was, I was going into this crazy state. And from what I recall, it was just like, yeah, just fucking end it. End it now. And it wasn't really the lyrics. It was just like, I don't know how to describe anything anymore, dude. It just becomes one of those things where I'm just like, God, that's so fucking crazy. I don't know if I want to share that, but I just did.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was a good one. That sounds creepy though. I hopefully, because like you sound, normal state of mind now, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I think I'm masking depression,
yeah, for sure.
and isolation and loneliness
Yeah.
as best I can, because I've noticed that when those feelings come out, it's just like, what have you done? What have you done recently that's, helped out with the world or this and that,
Why aren't you contributing?
Yeah, why aren't you in the machine?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I'm already in the machine. I stare at the screen enough for the stuff I like, but man, there's times where I'm just like, oh God, why am I so addicted to this fucking screen? And then when I go outside, I'm like, God, this is so good. Why the fuck can I not just convince myself to do this all the time? But we've been having shitty fucking weather the last like 3 or 4 days, where it's cloudy and barely any sun coming in. And I like sun. I get energy from sun. And when I don't get that, I get into like this, mode of what the fuck, man?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. In fact, my man doctor, like when I go to my annual checkups,
My man doctor.
just annual checkups for man stuff, all that. He
Yeah.
gave me some vitamin D. He's like, yeah, you got to get more vitamin D. I'm like, yeah, but I'm white and I don't want skin cancer. He's like, yeah, I get it. Do both. Go outside, wear a hat, and take these vitamin Ds. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Apparently, it's okay to take them internally. I wasn't such a big advocate of taking vitamins. I thought you had to actually get them naturally, but whatever. Western medicine.
Well, if for some reason the older people, especially my parents, I started noticing they were taking all these supplements, like codfish oil
Oh,
tablets.
yeah. I do that too. Fish oil,
they were
particularly.
vitamin B, whatever.
You know why? Because RFK Jr. says cod fish oil will help me not be so angry.
And now back to the wall.